Hi guys, it's Jody from DIY with Grace and Gumption. I'm back again. A lot of people have been asking, especially my mom, how to do these coffee filter crafts. So first I'm going to just show you how you can do a wreath. I'm not going to complete it, but I'll show you the steps for it, and then I'll post a picture of one completed later because I don't want to take too much of your time. So what you're gonna need is a pack of coffee filters. These are white. I got these, let's see, there's 150 at the Dollar Tree for $1. And in the next video, when it is nice out, I will show you how to stain them using coffee grounds. So you can make them like a beigey vintage color or food coloring or with paint that you have. But today we're just gonna stick with the white ones. Or if you have the ones that are already kind of stained in that cardboardy color, those are fine too. So what you're gonna need is coffee filters, a glue gun and glue sticks, piece of cardboard, which I'm sure people have laying around. Mine's from a chewy.com kind of thingy. And this is if you don't have the floral round foam. So cardboard's always an option, and then it's actually lighter to hang on the walls with a command strip or a tack or whatnot. So what you're first going to want to do is measure the width of, how wide you want your wreath. You're going to find something in the house to trace. What I had actually was a lid to a garbage can here. So I put it down on my cardboard and traced it. If you're not going to want to be able to see through the wreath, what you're going to want to do is, all right, so just do this quick. You're just going to kind of trace it around like this. My cat's on the table. Okay, so you'll come up with a circle. If you can see the circle right here. This is the outer circle. And then for the inner circle, what I did is I went in, I actually took, Jody doesn't tend to use the right tools, as my husband would say, like a measuring tape. So I found this paintbrush and I measured from the metal on the inside and out and just went from the outside of the ring in and marked it all the way around so the spacing is evenly, if you know what I mean. And then I connected the little dots and made my inner circle. Okay, so let me show you what it came up with. So I actually came up with two pieces. I have a ring if I want to make a wreath and have the opening if it's going to be on a door and you want to see through the color, or you can do this one where you can have the coffee filters all the way in and out with no center opening. So I think what I'll start with today is we will do the wreath. Okay, so we're going to take this and then you're going to open your coffee filters. Now again, this is if we don't stain them. I just want people to get going here and try it, and then if they want to color them, they can. So I'm going to take I usually do 4 at a time. You're going to take your coffee filters. Let's see if you can see this. And you're going to lay them out straight, okay? Move this out of the way. So you're going to straighten them, flatten them out. So 4 or 5 at a time, enough easy to cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them. This is just sticking them on to make a wreath, just like a crunchy gather. Then you're going to fold it again. And the reason I'm folding this is so you can change how you want the petal to look on the top. You can use it like this if you want, but I tend to like to add different textures so the flowers look a little different. So again, you're going to fold it in half and then in half again. And then what you can do is take your scissors and then just kind of make I'll show you, kind of a wave and cut it out. Kind of when you make snowflakes. So that's one way. Let's see, get this out here. So can you see that? How it kind of looks scalloped? So that's one way to do a flower, okay? And then I'm gonna put this aside so I can show you another way to make another shape that I like. It makes it look kind of spiky. So I'm gonna put this one aside. And then I'm gonna take, let's see how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, I have 5. So I'm gonna flatten them out. Okay. Then I'm gonna fold them in half. And then fold them in again. So you'll have this cone shape. And then I'm gonna I'm just gonna cut it kind of like this, triangles. So this way and this way. You see that? See how it looks cut out like a V? And my cat just knocked something over. So you're just gonna do that all the way around. They don't have to be perfect. It's just to give it that spiky texture. Okay. Again, I would be outside and staining these to show you how to stain them, but it is really bad here today in Connecticut. The winds are really strong. Yesterday, my husband and I went and after all the hard yard work we've been doing and bagging everything, thank goodness we got that all taken care of. We put out all our, ornamental stuff in the gardens and hung stuff. We had to bring it all in yesterday. But that's okay. We're way ahead of the game. All right, I'm almost done here. I don't like to take up a lot of your time. You can also just leave the coffee filters the way they are. You don't have to fold them up, but I like to add a little texture to them. Okay, just pull out these little things. So see how they look kind of like this? The little jagged edges. And then this one's more scalloped. See the difference? So that's just gonna make your flower look, when you crunch it together, we're not actually doing flowers on stems today, but when you press it together and put it on the cardboard, it'll have different textures so they look like they're different flowers. What you can also do, I'm not gonna do it now, but if you want, I'm kind of famous for Mod Podging here and dipping the tips in glitter. Actually, you know what? I'll do that with this one right now, just to quickly. So if you have any glitter laying around the house, I always have this big thing. It was about $7.99, and then I got it at Hobby Lobby with 40% off. And I always have newspaper kind of on the table. My cat's Fanny's right here. I know, Riley. So I'm just gonna dump some glitter out here. Get my Mod Podge. You can use Elmer's glue too. Just pour a little in a dish. Get a paintbrush. You would do all these foldings and cuttings how you want them ahead of time. And then you would do this and let it dry. But let's see if I can just give you an example. I don't paint them individually. If I'm going to keep them white, I will do this and gather them and then add the glitter. But when you stain them, you don't have to, worry so much about adding any glitter. But because they're white, it's kind of too plain. So I'm just kind of brushing it along the pieces that are ruffled. Okay, and move the glue out of the way. I'm going to take my glitter and just kind of sprinkle it on the tips. All right, so you got just a little glitter on the ends there. All right, so I'll just do it on this one, and I left this jagged one blank. Okay, so if you wanted to add glitter, if you were doing the white, or once they were stained in food coloring or instant coffee, you could do that as well. You just would have to wait for it to dry, and I don't want you guys have to do that during my video. So, okay. Get this out of the way. Just brush everything on the floor. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to open these up. Let me put this one aside. Just give it a second and then to dry, and then I'll use this one. You're going to open these up. Okay. And you're just going to kind of pinch the 4 or 5 that are together. And then you're going to start by separating them all down on your finger. If you were to make flowers and add stems, I would have you do the wire, but because we're just pressing these onto cardboard, it's not necessary. Well, actually, what you're gonna do is, I'm sorry guys, this is like my second video. You're gonna take it all and just crunch it. Then you're gonna open it up, okay? And you're gonna start with the middle one. Pinch it here. We'll start with the middle one. See how I'm grabbing it here? Hey, Riley. You're gonna take this one and crunch it. See that? Then you're gonna take all the next ones after that, separate them all the way around. It's kind of tedious, but bear with me here. Okay, see that? I'm just bringing this next one up and around. So I got it all, and you're gonna crunch it right in with that first one. See that? You're just gonna continue doing that all the way around. See that? And crunch it. And then I've got 2 more. Let's see what I'm doing here. See how I cut the little jaggeds on them? So it almost looks like not a peony, what am I trying to, a dahlia maybe? And then you got that. And you just take the last one and you go like this. So there's your flower. Actually, you know what? It looks like a carnation. So you're gonna take this and scrunch it all. Put a whole bunch of glue kind of right on the point there. Okay, let me turn this over. And you're gonna start sticking it kind of on the outer. So you have something like that. And what you'll do is I'll alternate with my glitter kind of in a zigzag format, and then you'll fill them in. If you cut these shorter, you can do fillers, or you can do pom-poms or add artificial flowers. I just don't have any from the store right now. There's dried hydrangeas. You can add some forsythia, cut them from the trees. So let me do the next one and I'll show you. But this one's the one that had the pointed cuts I made in it, and this one's the scalloped one I dipped in glitter. So let me show you that one, okay? So put this here, my cat's foot's right there. Hey, I know. So again, I'm gonna kind of pinch this here while it's closed. You know what I'm thinking now is once these are on, you could always do the tips and then sprinkle the glitter on. I don't normally do this when it's wet, so that's why this is happening. Okay, so you can keep your fold, and then you're gonna open it. You want to start, you're gonna open it flat, grab your fingers so you can see where the first one starts. And you're gonna go around and try and touch inside. And with the glitter, I'm just gonna kind of be careful and scrunch it here and not on top like I did with the other one. See how that's so cute with the... And get my next one. And again, move down where the stem would be. This would be so cute for wedding centerpieces too, if you're on a budget. I got one more here, guys. Bear with me. Wow, this looks really pretty. I like it. And I'm just going to squeeze it down here. This one over here, I kind of crunched on the top because there wasn't glitter on it. But I like how these leaves are forming. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? Isn't that pretty? And then I got one more. I'm just going to get it really tight, but not touch the top. You see that? I got to focus on my lighting here. Okay. I'm going to take my glue gun. I've got green glitter here. And then I'm going to put it, I have this one here with some room, so I'm going to put it right on the inside. Guys, they look like two completely different flowers here. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? You got the tipped ones, and then this one was the scalloped one that I dipped. Almost looks like a wild rose. You see that? So what I would do, I'm not going to waste your time, but I'm going to continue making this, and I'll probably alternate. So I'll, put the pointed one up here, whatever you want. But once I fill it up, I will post a picture of it on my blog. And then what you can do is always add ribbon. You add a little twine up here with your glue, and you can hang it. Or if you wanted to use the center one, what I would do is start from the middle and just go around in circles. So you'd put one flower here, glue them really close and tight together, and make your way out, and you would have kind of like a big rosette. And then again, you can put your string on the back of here. Just tape a little glue gun, glue a little twine or wire, and then you can hang it up with a command strip on your wall. Or put it on your front door. But this way, you don't have to go out and buy frames or grapevine wreaths or foam wreaths. Cardboard is great. So you want to just make sure they're all clustered together. I'm actually really happy. I haven't done this one before, but this flower looks like a wild rose, and this looks like a carnation. All right, guys. So I'm going to finish up on this, and then I hope I'm kind of babbling a lot, but I'm just winging it, guys, and just coffee filters and scrunch them with your hands, and the next day it's sunny, I'll come out and I'll show you how to make the flowers with the wire and add sticks for your stems. Okay, I will be back. Thank you. Bye.